Hi, I'm excited to be part of the Pet Remedies Summer of Love celebrations. I believe supporting emotional well being in dogs is important because when it comes to aggressive behavior, we want to truly understand the dog's emotions to avoid aggression and reactivity. I'm Mike Shikashio, and my focus is helping dogs with aggression issues. So let's talk about 5 ways to support your dog by busting myths around aggressive behavior. I've got my friend Stuffy here who's going to help us understand some of those myths. Myth number 1: aggression is not normal. Aggressive behavior is normal for us to use when we feel threatened or unsafe. So, whether it's writing a colorful comment on a post on social media to someone that just insulted you, or maybe smacking someone's hand away when they try to steal your last French fry, aggressive responses are a way for us to defend ourselves and feel safe. It's no different for our dogs. So if it's Stuffy here, who maybe has a bone he's chewing on, or maybe he wasn't feeling well because of a sore leg after stumbling on a recent hike or something, if I do something that makes him feel threatened, like trying to pet him when he's in pain, then we might get this response. Myth number 2: your dog is trying to dominate you when they show aggression. Two of the most common reasons for aggression are fear or underlying pain or medical issues. So instead of looking at a dog like they're trying to take over the world through dominance, we should ask maybe how are they feeling? So pain, anxiety, fear, frustration, stress, punishment, or even lack of enrichment in exercise are all common reasons for a dog to show aggression. When we address those reasons by supporting the dog's emotional needs and well being, we reduce the likelihood of aggressive responses. Myth number 3: don't comfort your fearful dog when they are showing aggression because you might reward the fear. Let's think of something you might be afraid of. Maybe it's spiders or snakes or scary clowns. If that scary clown comes through your front door and I'm there with you, see that you're scared and then tell you it's going to be okay and perhaps give you a hug or console you. Are you going to be more afraid of that clown? So, same thing for Stuffy here. If he's afraid of, say, men in hats, and I advocate for him by recognizing his fear and then helping him feel better about men in hats, then it's unlikely I'll reinforce any aggressive response. In fact, if he feels better, then he's less likely to feel the need to show aggression. Myth number 4: punishing your dog will stop the behavior. So, punishing a dog might look like it works through something called behavior suppression. The dog might learn it will be subjected to punishment if it shows certain aggressive behaviors, so it suppresses those responses. However, this does nothing to change how the dog feels about the bad thing, and in fact could make the dog feel worse about that bad thing. So, again, let's use Stuffy as an example. If I were to punish Stuffy for showing his teeth towards, let's say, Uncle Bob, who's coming to visit, with a stern no and maybe a strong finger wag, Stuffy might stop showing his teeth. However, he still won't like Uncle Bob. In fact, Uncle Bob could start to predict the stern no in finger wag, which would then create further negative associations with Uncle Bob. And in some cases, Stuffy might say, forget about the teeth showing because that doesn't work. Let me go right to biting instead. So, myth number 5: certain breeds of dogs are aggressive. So, being of a certain breed does not cause aggression. While certain breeds can do more damage simply because of their size and strength, no breed of dog is inherently more aggressive than another. What we should be focusing on is meeting the dog's needs that humans have selected for with breeding over many generations in some cases. So let's say Stuffy here is of the American feisty dog breed, which historically was bred for herding stuffed animals. If I don't take into account his need to herd and in turn his emotional well being, he might get frustrated and start to exhibit herding behavior in places we don't want. And in some cases, that might even turn into aggressive behavior. So, one of the best ways to avoid aggressive behavior in any breed is to understand the inherent needs of that breed and ensure we are meeting those needs.